listen, first and foremost, if nobody told you as of yet today, I love you. If nobody told you as of yet today, I am proud of you. You're going to continue to achieve anything you set out to do. Thank you. I appreciate you, Miss Loving on me. Also, I do want to give you that brief disclaimer. I only want you to take what resonates, and I want you to leave the rest behind, all right? I don't want you trying to force certain scenarios for you. If you don't happen to get your confirmation through me, I guarantee you're going to get it through somebody else, all right? So be patient with your process. Also, you already know, my voice is too raspy to be whispering, all right? So this is about the time that you probably want to go ahead and hit that volume. And I definitely am going to apologize in advance because I'm over here breathing like Baby D at this point in time when she was running around the car for Day. So definitely bear with me, okay? So we're going to get into it. Now, I do also want to say this. I am going to relay pertaining to a message that's going on behind the scenes, what the quote-unquote enemy is intending to do, certain karmic plots towards you. I'm trying to tell you over here. I'm trying to tell you. But I will say, with this being said, if you would like a personal message, I did open up a few more openings pertaining to the 15 buy one get one free. So that's on the phone conversation with me, as well as the 30-minute, okay? So there's some of you that reached out, asked when I was going to have it available because you had to wait till your funds was available for you. I did post it on there. So first come, first serve for the buy one get one free for the 15s as well as the 30 minutes, all right? So links in my bio. It's a limited amount of seats that I do have available just because my October availability is going to be limited just based upon events that I'm going to be hosting and certain projects that I'm actually participating in, which I'm so excited to reveal to you, okay? Thank you, beautiful. I appreciate you again, Miss Loving on me. So let's get started, all right? One, I'm going to prepare you for certain intentions that's going on behind the scene with you, okay? So I want you to realize this. Right now, the enemy is trying to stir up certain things. So there's some of you that have people behind the scenes that are lying on you. These are people that are trying to ruin your reputation, but also secure a position that's not secure for them. So these are people that are trying to talk bad behind your back, not only pertaining to a job position, but these are also people that are trying to secure the position that you have with the person that you're currently with. So this could be somebody that, you're in a relationship with. This could be as far as a friend group as well as a job position. There's certain people's intentions is to get you out of the picture. So they're doing anything that they can do to try to negatively reflect you, speak lies on you, which people are going to start to realize that they are not true. All right. So you are not to have to do anything other than be yourself. In due time, everything's about to come out, but I had to prepare you for what they are doing. Okay. So one, you have somebody behind the scenes that's upset just because you are you. These are individuals that, again, are upset because everything they portray to be is not true. But when it comes to you, you live in your authenticity. So these are people that, one, tried to target you because of how other people look at you, how other people look up to you, how certain God is reflected in you and what comes towards you, right? So these are people that they were jealous, one, of your work aspect. So these could be bosses. These could be as far as certain employees that you worked with. But again, some of you have people behind the scenes are upset just because people love you or want to give you attention. So now they want to prove a point and try to ruin your reputation. They will only ruin themselves, okay? So these are people that are lying. These are people that are making up fake profiles and messaging themselves back and forth. using text-free numbers to call themselves back and forth, and they're lying and saying that it's you, just so that they can feel important, just so that they could try to win somebody else over. But people are going to see through what they're showing or telling, okay? So again, you have a lot of fake profiles that are going to start watching you. So if you are, obviously you are on social media, so there's people that are sending people that they're connected to watch you. They're sending, they didn't created 100 profiles in order to watch you. They just want to see some type of sign of synchronicity on what you got going on and the individuals that you got it going on with, okay? So these are people that are upset. They feel they're putting on a facade like everything's going good with them. They're acting like everything's all right. They're acting like they're in control, but they really are behind the scenes losing it. So be mindful. Because right now, you have, when you post a picture, pray over yourself before you post it. These are people that are going to certain practitioners to try to speak certain ill intentions on you. They're also trying to steal certain pictures and profile pictures of you. They're trying to create certain things in order for to go along with this image that they try to create, or this as far as these lies, right? So pray before you post, okay? So this is you telling God, as far as these individuals that are intending to with their ill intentions, I ask you to have a hand in what they intend to do, right? So I want you to realize that God is blocking out anything that they intend to do towards you. Again, they are ruining their own reputation because they are bringing you up so much and they're lying. People are starting to put two and two together. These are people that they were around that truly know them. So there's certain people that are close to them that know about lies that they did pertaining to other people, and these people do it so much that they forgot who they said certain things to, so they're getting caught up on their lies, right? These are people that are creating fake profiles, in order to watch you, lurk upon you, but then they're going to reach out to somebody under that profile and their profile is going to be blown, right? So I want you, thank you, babies. I appreciate you, Deborah. Thank you, beautiful. Thank you, Healing. So I want you to realize you don't have to do anything but be you, because your light is going to illuminate these dark ass individuals. They have no choice but to hate and show their hand, right? Now, with that being said, they're trying to ruin your reputation. So they're trying to, these individuals don't realize that you are secure. Your spot is already secure. Your future is already solidified. So there's nothing that they could try to do against you that's going to work against you. You understand me? If anything, it's only going to bring attention to how you are the person who is putting light to the darkness, okay? So with that being said, these are people that are going to bring you up 100% of the time. So they're going to create lies. Again, they're going to act like you're calling them, you're texting them, you're stalking them, you're pressed about them, and the whole time they are just showing their hand, because if you allow the enemy to talk enough, they start to tell on themselves. So they start to get so they're so caught up, because again, they're so used to just saying out certain things that they don't realize that they're revealing their hands. So they'll say what they're truly doing, and people are starting to catch on to them, okay? So the friends that they were ganging up with to try to target you, thank you again, beautiful, they're starting to see that that person is not right. The lies that they were saying about you, the people are starting to realize that they was really pressed on you as far as trying to secure a position. So these are also people who were selling their soul, in a sense, to the secure a position. So they gave up their position with the divine in order to secure a position by doing demonic things. So now they got karma coming to them. So everybody is about to see them for who they truly are. These are friends that they used to talk to. They try to portray themselves as you. They try to act like they're in a light with you, and the whole time God's like, nah, they not one of mine, right? So they're getting exposed, okay? So the friends around them are going to start to get annoyed with them, because each conversation consists about you, or consists about somebody else, or consists about this person hating on this person, or consists with, they're going to try to put on As far as you're welcome, babies, they're going to try to put on a facade like they're you. So they're going to try to act like they're divine, but people are going to start seeing through them, right? They're going to try to mimic you in a sense. So they're going to try to take on your aspect. They're going to try to imitate you in order to try to get people to look at them like they view you, but people are seeing through these individuals because that demon side is sticking out. Okay, so people that were close to them that used to attack you are actually going to start speaking on behalf of you. They're going to start outcasting these demonic individuals. I want you to realize that, okay? Again, you are the light, so you're going to bring as far as attention or put the spotlight on demonic individuals and their intentions, okay? So that person that's at your job that's trying to lie on you or trying to put a facade out, trying to replace you, God is going to put you in a position higher than this individual. They are going to play themselves. Now, with me saying this, some of you have people who work at certain positions and they're getting friends and people close to them to look into your records, okay? So I want you to realize at this point in time, again, we just clear out. We don't allow certain, negative energy in, so we got to send them back to where they came from. Back to hell you go. Okay, so let me say this. With that being said, I want you to realize that there's some people behind the scenes that are using certain friends or using their position to look up your records. So they're trying to find your address. They were able to find your name. They was trying to find what you do, who you are with, so on and so forth. They were trying to dig up dirt, but they can't find anything, right? So these are people that have jeopardized their jobs because in due time, they're going to be found out. I want you to realize a lot of people are about to lose their job position and they're going to lie about why they lost it. They're going to act like they voluntarily left, and the whole time, no, it's because they were using their records. Some of them work in healthcare and was trying to look up your health records. Some of these individuals were, as far as in the government, as far as like worked in the courthouse, so on and so forth. They was looking up your record. They was getting friends too. I want you to realize that God put a spotlight on you. So anybody that sits there and almost types in your name, God automatically goes to them. So when you are favored, when you're divine, as soon as somebody brings you up, God appears around them. So it's almost like you called. Oh, you said something. Oh, no, I thought I heard so-and-so's name. Oh, I thought. So as soon as they started to check up on you, God starts to reveal these individuals. So there's people that's about to lose their job position. They're about to have karma and consequences. A lot of you are going to get them for defamation of character. Okay. There's also a lot of you that are people that was close to them that was helping them are going to lose their job too. And then they're going to lose them friendships with those people because they got in that position because that person was obsessed with you. They just wanted to know everything about you. They wanted to find something wrong with you so bad. And instead, they really led themselves to their demise, right? People end up learning the truth about them. They're obsessive. There's some of you that have people that are literally lurking and watching you. So they found out as far as your address. They found out as far as your where you frequent. They found out certain things and they've been following you. So if you've been feeling like individuals have been watching you, they have. But the difference is you're protected. So no matter what they try to do, hey babies, no matter what they try to do, God is going to deal with them. They're going to be led to their own demise. So there's people that's been watching you. There's been people that's following you. They've been stalking you, riding past your house, and you don't even know these individuals that well, right? You know of them, but not enough to care about them. These are individuals that have been watching or riding by just to see who you're with. So these are people that want to see if you're with the person that they want to be with. They upset because they wasn't chose. These are people that are trying to see who you know, where you go to, how you're living your life. They're comparing themselves with you. So I want you to realize that you have been feeling like you've been getting watched. Absolutely. But the thing is, they're so caught on you that they're not realizing what things are starting to surround these individuals. So they're distracted by watching you, stalking you, lurking you, that they don't realize that karma has started to surround them. So now this is almost like somebody focused on this and they doing that. and all of a sudden they get that shoulder tap and they look around and the police is after them. There's certain people that's about to go down. So watch your energy, because you could start to claim that energy for yourself, and that's not you. That's the enemy feeling like they about to go down. A butterfly just flew by as I say this, right? So there's certain people that they've been so obsessed with you that they haven't been covering themselves, right? They've been so obsessed with taking you down that they don't realize that they was creating their own demise. They was creating their own karma and consequences. Everything that they intended to you for you came true for them. So there's certain people that's about to go down for certain fraudulent behavior. They called you fraud. They called you fake. They called you phony. And now all of a sudden, guess what happens? Now people are getting caught up for fraud. Now they're getting caught up. There's some people that's about to go down because they intended to set people up. So these are people that are upset because they was not chose by the person that they thought was going to choose them over you. There are certain people that are upset because they didn't get chose for that position that they thought that they played or snatched from you. There are certain people that are upset, and so what they wanted to do was set people up. So some of them were intended to set people up for monetary gain. So this is them thinking that person had a life insurance policy that they will be included with. So they wanted to set that person up because the hatred consists in them, because they had no control over that individual or they wasn't selected. So then they started to persuade people to try to attack them. So there's some people that's going to go down based upon a murder for hire plot. See, they don't realize that the whole time they've been getting watched for other stuff. So they haven't realized that the past things that they did have already caught up to them. They were already getting investigated. So at this point in time, guess what's going to happen? They're getting watched for stuff that happened way back in the day. And as they're getting watched, certain things start to come appear what they intended to do towards you or the individuals that you were connected to. So these are people that their skeletons, and the fact that they were so bold and wanting to be seen so bad. God is the type that, he has you cross people's paths for a reason. Either you gonna get that blessing or you gonna get that lesson. See, we are somebody like an undercover boss. God will have us come into certain areas just to see how everybody's acting and to also witness everybody that's involved. So I want you to realize that as far as some of these individuals, just because they were targeting you, just because they were intending negative things towards you, they actually set themselves up for negative things to happen to them, but them to get exposed for the things that they did in the past that they thought that they got away with. So there are certain people that, again, they don't realize that when they finally have your attention, that spotlight gets on them, and then guess what happens? Now they are caught up with the things that they thought that they got away with. So there's people that's going down. Murder for hire. So trust your intuition. If God's telling you, take the long way this way. If God's telling you to keep that blicky with you even when you sleep. If God's telling you, you have to listen, because these are individuals that had ill intentions. So there's some people that's intending to set people up that you love. They feel like they got in between you two. They thought that they was able to have you two hate each other. They thought that they was going to break a bond that could never be broken. So because they see that they failed at that mission and they were misled because they had negative intentions, I want you to realize that because of that, these are people that want to hurt you by hurting that individual, but really they're not going to be able to because that person's protected, okay? So just know that. Everything's about to get exposed. Also, there's certain people right now that have been doing sex spells, all right? Got to be honest. So for you, I want you to realize that there's certain individuals that were, some of you, they were doing sex spells. So this is in the middle of their masturbation and all of that. They're thinking about negative intentions that they want towards you, or they're doing come to me spells, trying to get that person to move towards them. These are people that have been participating in rituals for a while, right? They past partner, they did that too. They past lover, they did that too. Anytime they get mad, they want to react and have somebody do some negative stuff towards them. Remember, the darkness can't impact you if you don't go in the darkness with those individuals. So this is similar to Lion King. If you stay in the light, they can't come into the light where you at. So that's why they try to persuade you to match energy, or as far as react how they want you to react, do certain karmic stuff. They want you to be operating out of your Jezebel energy. They want you to be operating out of a lower frequency, drinking, smoking, doing all of these things so that they have the opportunity to attach to you. So there's some people that were under sex spells from certain people that they were having sex with, and then God had certain things happen where they had to go or had no choice but to be celibate. And that time period that they were disconnected from that person, they realized what that person was, right? So they're starting to see things clearly. They're starting to choose themselves. They're starting to break those sexual addictions. They're starting to break that Jezebel spirit. They're starting to truly heal, and everything is starting to come into be clearly for them. So they're starting to realize, because a lot of you had people that were doing spells to have you and other people hate each other, despise each other, not communicate well with each other, do shiesty things towards each other, so on and so forth. They truly wanted your position so bad, not even realizing even if you gave up your position to them, they still wouldn't get the things that you're receiving because they not you. These are people that felt like, oh, well, if I have the partner, then I'm going to have that person's life. And no, that part, your life is based upon the fact that it's you. So they try to portray you. You can't, because it's not embedded. They try to do what you do. They can't be successful. Why? Because it's not really them. These are people that get upset because no matter how many times they try to mimic you, or they try to take from you, or they try to steal from you, they still can't get the things that God got for you. They still can't do or don't have the opportunity to do the things you do because they are not you. You have a calling over your life. So again, there's people that have been doing sex spells to keep certain people bound, trying to keep them in their lower energy. There's certain people that have been planning to set people up, so getting their friends, they other baby fathers, they other homeboys, and so they're saying lies to have people on their side so that the people attack, not even realizing that it wasn't true. And those people are going to get caught up. So I'm telling you, don't have nothing to worry about. Me telling you what the enemy intends to do is just confirmations to you on what you already felt like was happening, but also allows you the opportunity to pray specifically against the things that they intend to do, so that it goes back to them. Now, with me saying this as well, there's some people that you may have noticed a lot of crows around, or you'll start to notice crows around. These are people that are trying to do death spells on you. It's impossible. No matter what they intend, it's not going to work. So this is almost like them pulling out a gun and the gun jams. It's not going to work. God is going to block it. This is like them on their way to try to take you out, and God has something to happen to them before they even reach your house. You understand me? These people are going to pass away. So if you've been seeing crows, just know people have been trying to do black magic on you, trying to have something happen to you, been trying to pray that your children pass, people close to you pass, so on and so forth. Just know that those crows symbolize what's going to happen to them and not you. You understand? So I want you to realize that you starting to see crows. It is a symbolism of what people are intending to do towards you, but also God is showing you, like, listen, that's going to happen to those individuals. So death is at their door. These are individuals that they tried to send death spells to you, or they felt like they had control over you and they wasn't able to. They manipulated the situation and you still came on top. So it's almost like, dang, they did everything to try to stop you. They did everything to try to block you. They tried to do anything that they could. So this is them giving their body to certain people, being extra sexual, thinking that that was going to persuade the person to choose them. This is them buying and bribing certain people, trying to persuade them that this was going to, that they was going to get a position. This is them trying to use reverse psychology, acting like they don't want that person in order to have that person to chase them. And here's you just being you, and still you're the person where that person heart is with. They sit there and try to persuade that person by doing magic to talk so much stuff about you. So they persuade that person to say belittling things about you, say negative things like they don't want you, so on and so forth. There's some people who are getting caught up because they have certain phones mirrored. So there's some people that have done the most and are still going to receive the less. So they didn't offer their body over sexual. They didn't sat there and are always trying to sell themselves sexually. They did as far as certain magic. They didn't sat there and spread lies. They didn't sat there and try to do certain things, and they still are going to lose. And you won just by being you, because you didn't match the energies. You maintain yours. These are people that God will have the enemy destroy themselves. You understand? And that's what's happening. Now, with this being said, did it work for a little time period where they had people saying hateful stuff to you, so on and so forth? Absolutely. But you have to think this, and they don't realize it. If somebody has to talk foul things about you, it's because they're trying to persuade themselves that they don't love you or they don't want you. And they're trying to kind of clear that out. And they're mad at themselves because no matter how many times that they try to get you out of their system, they're addicted. It's impossible. So people get upset or get all hype thinking that you won because this person is talking stuff to that person, or they're acting shady towards that person. And the whole time, if you really in your peace, you're going to be loving to that person. Why? Because you really cleared out your system pertaining to them, right? Now, there's some of them where they're going to see a different side of the person that they thought that they won over you. So at first, the person was so loving and understanding and was acting so. Now, these people are going to get cussed the fuck out. And it's not because they like them, but it's because they're annoyed with them and they just wanted a quick escape. And now that person isn't playing their position, right? So this is where they selected certain people just to be that, just somebody to sleep with, just somebody to creep with, just somebody to give them attention when you wasn't giving it to them. When you set up certain boundaries, they had to go to somebody who was boundary free, right? So therefore, now that this person isn't playing a position, they're going to start to see a different side of that person. Like, yo, this wasn't even supposed to be that. You was just supposed to basically be the type that shut up and lay on your back or whatever, however y'all do it, right? That's how it was supposed to be. So they're about to see a side because that person's going to get triggered because they're thinking like, why you keep bringing up so-and-so or focused on them. Certain lies is about to get exposed, okay? So they're about to get caught up in their lies. Again, if they was lying to the person to have them try to work against you, now the truth is getting revealed and now they cutting off that individual, so on and so forth, okay? Now, some of them, again, you have to realize spiritual warfare was real. So there were certain things that really was keeping them in illusion, and it was because they was allowing it to, because they didn't vibrate higher. They were still doing negative things, so those people had a bit. So just know, you being in your energy is going to help clear out other people's frequency, okay? Now, lastly, I do want to say this. There's certain people that's about to get exposed because they had trackings on people's cars as well as their phone is mirrored. So these are people that are going to act and fake like they intuitive. And I'm telling you this because there's been times pertaining to as far as my partner where they be like, yo, you must got something on my phone, or you must got something, because I know where you are. I know what you're doing. Why? Because I'm intuitive. We see through. God literally allows us like X-ray vision. We can see anything. We can see no matter what distance, we can see it. No matter what you're doing or feel like hidden, we can see it. God reveals it. God be telling us first, like, hey, yo, listen, you know, so-and-so, you know. So there's some people that was accusing you of having trackers on their car because you energetically knew where they was at. They thought that you had their phone as far as mirrored because you knew exactly what they was doing and who they was communicating with. And that was just God telling you because you really like that. But let me tell you this. There's certain karmic energies that have been trying to act like they intuitive, but really they've been plotting. These are people who put mirrors on people's phone, see who's they're texting. So that's why if you've been wondering why so-and-so been responding the way that they responding or acting all short or acting all mean, God is having that intentionally happen because there's somebody that's been watching. So this is that crazy partner or a crazy side chick or a crazy side dude, whatever the case may be, trying to see if this person still interacts with you. So God will momentarily have that person respond a certain type of way towards you because he knows who's watching. So if that person knew that they was really still in love with you, attacks would come towards you. If that person knew that they was really laid up with you, those attacks would come towards you. So there's some people that have been talking rude to you, and you like, what in the world? That person never act like that. They never talk like that. Like, what they doing? And the whole time, it's because God is triggering that within them, because there's certain people that have been watching and that have been lurking and that they've been trying to sabotage. So God will hit them with the okie doke, so they don't know who you communicating with, who you talking to. This is why sometimes in person it's a whole nother tune than it is on text. So that person be talking so crazy over the text. Oh, I don't want nothing to do with you. I ain't never going to talk to you. You stay away. All this stuff. But then when they see you face to face, what is it? Nothing but love. They smiling. They got they doing eyes light up bright when they see you. They be acting so nervous when they around you. They whole little hard body that they have just disappears. Why? Because that's real. Right? Whereas the other ones, it's like there ain't really no talking. It's like, get the business. Like, that's what it is. So again, there's some people that you may not realize why certain communication has been happening the way that it's been happening, but it's intentional, because there's certain people that have been watching you, lurking you. There's certain people that have other people's phones mirrored. I'm telling you, they can see what text is going through. They can see now with the calls, they can't really hear the calls, but they can see the numbers, right? So there's a lot of you that side chick or the side dude found you by looking up numbers that's in that person's phone, right? So this is almost like, I'll say this. This is like, your number is in their phone, and the person who's mirroring their phone, lurking on their phone, they only see your number. So then they put it in as far as the, you know how on certain social media you can put in the numbers or add it to your contacts, and whoever's in your contacts profile start popping up. That's how some of these crazy ass side chicks or side dudes, people who have no position, that's how they found you and watched you, because they had the person that you were connected to phone. They sat there and fumbled. They effed up. They did some dumb stuff. Now their phone got mirrored, and that person now is watching you and watching that person too. So they're seeing texts that are coming through. They have the ability to read them, right? They have, you send pictures. They have the ability to see them. That's why certain things have happened where you have had lack of communication and that person ain't texting you back. They're getting called to call you instead. Why? It's because these people have done some dumb shit pertaining to their phone. They're about to get caught up about it. I'm telling you now, there's some people that's going down. They're going down for fraud. They're going down for certain drug stuff. They're going down for looking into the system for business that don't belong to them. They out here doing spiritual attacks, and all of that is coming back. There's some people that, again, you're going to see crows because they intended to do death magic on you. They intended to try to take the person out that was connected to you because they wanted to prove a point, because they wasn't chose by that individual. But guess what's going to happen? Thank you, babies. I'm happy you was able to join. Beautiful. They about to die. People around them about to die too. Everybody around them's about to go down, right? All because they wanted to mess with you. So everything's about to get exposed. These people are about to go down. You just know that everything lie that they told is about to get revealed as well. So everything that they lied on you, all their intentions that they intended to do, it's going to go back on them. A lot of truths are about to get revealed. Some of y'all, oh, thank you so much, babies. I appreciate you. Thank you, Lawrence. I appreciate you, baby. I want you to realize everything's about to get exposed, okay? So you maintain your energy. Now, I gotta say this. God is telling you to keep your receipts. Okay? Now, we don't match energy. We don't return negativity. But God is telling you to keep your receipts just in case you got some shit you got to return. And when I say that, it ain't returning negative. They send a negative. I'm sending negative back. They send an ill intention. No, that's why divine ones, you almost hoarders when it comes to messages. You almost hoarders when it comes to paperwork. You keep track of certain things, right? So this could be you got text messages from years ago. God told you to screenshot it. You got messages from years ago. See, God told you to save them. Why? Because just in case you got to return something. Just in case you got to return something. They said, oh, so-and-so was lying and saying this. Okay, cool. Well, let's go to the records then. Uh-huh. Okay, and now you return them lies, motherfucker, because it's all exposed. Oh, they said that they ain't deal with you. That's what the records say. So God is telling you to keep your receipts because there's certain people that's lying on you that are about to get exposed. I'm trying to tell you, just watch. Then all of a sudden they don't want to play no more. See, they going to go hard body lying. They going to go hard body talking stuff. They going to go hard body. See, they going to go hard body lying. They going to go hard body talking stuff. They going to go hard body trying to take you down. And then guess what happens? All of a sudden now they want to shut up. Now they don't want to play no more. Now they want to back out. It's too late.